Now, since I started doing these videos about hating sports, I've had a lot of people ask me if I do indeed hate everything about sports. And my answer to that's pretty simple, and it's no. Throughout my own life, I've participated in a lot of sports and had a lot of fun doing it, playing things like basketball and baseball and softball when I was a kid, and then, things like snorkeling and scuba diving and fencing when I got older. And, I got great exercise. I love doing it, and I think it's a wonderful thing if you actually get out and move and participate in a sport for fun. Additionally, I like to do things like taking a multiple vitamin every day for my health, which brings me coincidentally to the real reason why I hate sports. So just imagine my surprise today when I pick up my jar of vitamins and discover that One A Day Vitamins is a sponsor of Major League Baseball. So I'm really scratching my head here because I thought Major League Baseball was doing okay and making some money, but here they are with their head out in their hands begging for money from all these big companies. I mean, when I was a kid and your softball team needed a sponsor, you'd go to a local barber shop or a car dealership and they'd give you some money for uniforms, and in exchange they'd get to put a sign in the window of the shop saying that they were a sponsor of the local team and they were good guys. And but I look at this list they've got here and I see Bank of America on it. We just bailed those guys out. They drove their business into the ground. How come they have money to sponsor Major League Baseball? It should be the other way around. Major League Baseball should be a sponsor of the Bank of America. And another thing that doesn't ring true here is, if you're a company that sells pills for a living, why would you go to a business which is infamous for its inability to handle pills, things like steroids? And that's what really makes me sick about sports, this whole big business angle to it, where they're plastering their logos everywhere you go, whether it be the grocery store, the movie theater, you turn on the TV set, newspapers, magazines, it's everywhere, and I'm sick of it, and it gets bigger and bigger every year. I mean, they're even creating new sports. 20 years ago, I'd never even heard of NASCAR. Now it's everywhere. And you know what? If you want to sponsor something, I've got an idea for you. Instead of putting Major League Baseball's logo on your pill bottle One A Day, why not become a proud sponsor of national health care? Because I'd like to think that most Americans would buy the product that was helping to buy a new heart valve for a baby whose parents couldn't afford one, rather than to help provide a higher salary cap for millionaire athletes whose biggest problem in life is worrying about where their next dose of steroids is going to come from.